started streaming.
Just write none. I just
Now we're
write none
streaming.
in brackets. Or
No.
We weren't unfortunately streaming. So we're starting naming. We went over what we did last day.
10 out of 10.
You might know what.
We did some practice from last day.
Wait, Mr.
Filled in Roman numerals and names.
I did it. I just did them lowercase.
Oh yeah, and you have to do them uppercase. It is required. The Roman numerals aren't in chemistry nomenclature. They're just defined as being uppercase. So it's just part of the name.
Mr. New, what do you want us to do again?
The next one.
Oh, the next one.
Yeah.
Oh.
So we labeled these, and then we practiced some named formulas, and then we practiced some formula to names.
No.
Check your textbook will also have this done in it, so check that for review, and then you can start the two things that were put up today, the formative practices.
No.
Yeah.
I wrote none with a uppercase N.
Yeah, it marks it wrong, doesn't it? Yeah.
Can I just give myself a 9?
Yeah, you can, because that's just silly. But let me show you something.
Nice.
How do you do subscript?
You can't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't.
Yes, that's right.
Say what?
Just N.
Mr. Default?
Yeah.
How is the answer 9 if when you switch them, Zn turns into 2?
Oh, it is. But zinc's one of our exceptions. Zinc is +2. It is always +2. So if I go to our data table, which one is our data? This one. So we have this section here. These elements that have charges on them are monovalent. They're not multivalent. You don't control them. So it's the first two columns. I don't know if you can, I'm looking at this. Did you see that? You didn't even see what I was looking at, did you? Okay, so it's the first two columns and then those three. That's aluminum, zinc, and silver. The other way to figure it out is that the reason where's the mouse? There it is if on here, you'll notice they're not multivalent. There's no other possibility other than aluminum, zinc, and silver. Whereas, actually, cadmium only has 1, 2. But this is where this periodic table falls down. That's why I give that other one. When you have this period, this is all +1, this is all +2. This could be anything. And the only ones over here that couldn't be anything are aluminum, zinc, and silver. They form a little diagonal line.
No. You just
Okay?
write them
And I have that diagram on the other page. Chemistry 12, you don't get the little other diagram, you just have to remember. But for now, we can have those diagrams as mnemonic. Okay?
Okay, just no.
Now, I'm going to come around and see where you are, but when you're on the second one and you're practicing your naming, I just want to show you something that's stupid about the computer. So if I can get everybody's eyeballs here for a second. Eyeballs. When you're putting in the names, and here's one that I put in. So SNI2, I's -1. There's 2 of them, so -2 overall. So the tin must be +2. So I'm putting in the Roman numeral 2. And it marked me wrong. Why did it mark me wrong?
Oh, on the table.
I put an uppercase on the tin. Does that matter? No, but the computer's dumb. I told it, well, not I, the person who made this up, which was technically me, said case matters because the Roman numerals absolutely have to be uppercase. That's true. So all the answers are just in lowercase except for the Roman numerals. If you do it wrong and it says that you're wrong, but you can look at it and you go, oh, I'm right, then you're right. You can pat yourself on the back and add 1 to your score. So if you capitalize the beginning of things, it's just not going to auto-mark it right. It's not wrong. You can do that. But if you put the Roman numerals in lowercase, those are technically wrong, which is why it's checking. It's also checking because for your answers up here, where it's like MN2SE3, that M has to be capitalized and the N has to be lowercase. So it is checking for all those. If you got that wrong, that is wrong. You can't do subscript. This is just formative practice so you can get good at them quickly. Once you've done the first one, you should be working on this one. I'm going to come around to see which one you are on. The reason I like this is here, I made that. It has 14,000 questions. So if you want to get good, you can just keep practicing and practicing and practicing and practicing.
Wait, there's 14,000 different ones?
That's a lot.
No, in the total, like, it doesn't have 14,000 just in this one, but it will test you on binary compounds. It'll test when we do polyatomics there and there, plus all of covalent, plus all of acids, and all the variations using every single possibility. I think there's actually over 14,000 different questions. And it just randomly pulls 5. So for some reason you're like, I didn't do well in that quiz, I want to write another one. I'm like, yes. Press the button, boom, here's 10 more questions.
Are they the same
Completely
questions?
different from your last quiz.
Oh.
That's it.
Okay. I just wanted to try it.
14,000.
How you doing?
14,000.
I am.
It would be funny if there's a more like.
How'd you do the first one?
Yeah. And we did 40,000 closer.
But that's right.
Yeah,
You know
that is
that's
right.
Yeah.
The first one I did die.
You're on that one? How are you doing? Good. You're on that one as well? You're past the Roman numerals? There is. Why would you say there's no charge? No, remember, that's just the number, and if there's no number, what is the number? Nope, what's it? Nope. Always look at the negative one. What's the charge on the selenide? That's -2. So if that's -2, how many of them do you have? No. If I write NaCl, how many NAs do I have? One. And I have one. So chemists are really lazy. The rule became, if there's only one of them, you're allowed to remove it. So when you see SES, is that what it is? Right, F-E, yeah, that makes more sense, F-E-S-E. It's not that there isn't, it's that there's both, there's one. There's one. So this one's -2. What must have charged on that one for? Plus, yeah, they have to cancel out. Is that good? Good? Remember, this is formative. I'm not going to put this in a mark book.
Wait.
Yeah, I'm going to look at it, but I'm not going to put it in a mark book. You need, this is for you to practice, and so you're good at it, so that when you do your quiz, when it counts, you'll be good at it.
On this side is -4, so on that side I have.
Yes, of course. No, there's one of them,
Yeah, that's right.
right? There's one of them,
Because there's only one of them.
but it's +2. So the Roman numeral is always the charge. That is a common confusion in
Just
grade
like have a
10.
paper beside you, and there's 2 SEs, right?
This is probably
And
the most useful section for you to know in chemical.
The charge of SE -2. That means the total charge is -4 on that side.
You're
And
explaining
PP
quite
has
well.
to
So
be
here, how you doing?
+4, and there's only 1. So it can't be 2, because then that charge would be +2.
How you
That
doing? The
charge
Roman
would be
numeral one or the name?
-4, because there's only one charge.
No, no,
If
go
there's
to
two
the,
meetings, it could have been two, but ask before because it
no,
How do I
no,
have
no.
my cell phone?
Go to your Google Classroom.
Phone. Because it was wrong for us. I'm
Yeah,
okay.
okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, Phil. Go to Classroom. Formative Roman numeral practice, start with that one. When you do that one, then you go up to the next one.
Put a space before the after the
Yeah.
space bracket.
This is space, Roman numbers,
You guys
space.
done that?
Wait, space bracket?
Yeah.
Doing the Roman numerals. And you're doing the names of the Roman numerals.
Like they give us.
I just can't see your screen,
Yeah,
so-
it's like a.
You have to put season.
They give you the.
Oh, yeah, you're doing the full names. Yeah, okay, okay.
Yeah.
And you got that one good, excellent. Ah. And now in the last minute, I reveal you your quest, quest. Yeah, quest, it's a quest. Put a quiz, put a quest. You have a quiz next day. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah,
On
like
this?
very next day.
Like Saturday?
What's
Yeah,
your-
Saturday.
Is it just on naming or?
Yeah, here's the quiz. You have to memorize the periodic table.
Sweet.
Yeah,
Really?
you really, actually.
Oh, I guess
Like
it's kinda
just-
fun.
Yeah, look, watch. You're going to take that name and you're going to write the symbol. So hydrogen has a symbol of H. Helium is a symbol of HE. And then when you write down all the symbols, here's the brilliant part, you're going to fold it over so that you can't see the name. And then from those symbols, what are you going to write?
The name.
The name.
And then fold it over.
And then you're going to fold it over. And then when you've done that all the way along,
There's a back.
you're going to turn around and do it again. This is the only quiz you will not have your data booklet for. No data booklet? Because if you can get the symbols and names for all of these, your ability will be increased tenfold.
Are those like practice tests that we
These
get?
are practices. You can have one.
It's,
What if I
only there is. We have to memorize on
You have to memorize only the ones I'm giving you. So it's not too bad. It's like 30. Well, there's.
I know, you're.
Ben, wait, did you pass this back to here? No, this is the practice room. Okay, one second. I also need you to not go because there's someone I needed to talk to last day who wasn't here and I can't remember who it was. Don't go. I said nobody go. There was someone I had to talk to last day and I forgot who it was. It's also, who didn't I talk to? It is Timmy. And I talked to Jonathan and Ariel. Okay. The rest of you, your quizzes should be in by tonight. Okay. Everybody else can go for lunch.
Wait, we put it like the online, like the two practice quizzes?
Pardon?
Like the two practice quizzes?
Do practice.
Thank you.
Okay.
The practice ones are for like learning the material we did in class,
Yeah.
but the quiz is just on that.
Done.
That's it. Yeah.
Hey, I'm not here Saturday.
That's terrible. You'll have to make up for it.
All right.
Yeah. So
Nah,
you need
they're
some time
down-
to do
they're down-
tutorial. We'll not
Like
take long.
after break or
No, but
should I just do it tomorrow?
After break?
Yeah, I'm taking break starting tomorrow night.
Oh.